Alright, let's start with a hot take that's going to make the 80s action bros furious. The 1989 Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. It's not a guilty pleasure, it's just bad. I know, it was the 80s. But look at this. A gambling tape, a demon ceiling. This isn't Frank Castle, this is a low-budget metal music video. Dolph is a physical specimen, sure, but he looks like he's about to yell, "I must break you," rather than mourn his dead family. There is zero emotional weight here, it's cosplay. And you know what? Most of you only pretend to like this movie because you saw a YouTube short about it last week. Comment below, when did you actually watch the 89 film? Be honest. See, Dolph moves like a robot in a leather jacket. It's slow, it's clunky. Now contrast that with the 2004 Thomas Jane version. Look, he's in a white t-shirt. He actually looks like a human being who lost his family at a picnic, not a Russian spy. And then we get the Russian. Here's my real trigger for the day. The fight with the Russian is the most overrated scene in comic book history. Yeah, I said it. It's cartoony. He gets his head stuck in a pipe. Come on, John Bernthal would have eaten this guy alive in 10 seconds flat. Jane is good, but this scene feels like Looney Tunes violence, not the executioner. And what is with this opera music? Oh wow, slow motion fighting with classical music, so original. Every director from 2004 to 2010 thought this was genius. It's lazy shorthand for this is deep violence. It's not deep, it's just funny watching a giant man throw a guy into a toilet. Don't get me wrong, Thomas Jane gives the best acting performance here. He actually looks tired, he looks hurt. But the action has aged like milk. If this came out today, you'd scroll past it on TikTok in half a second. Salvation arrives in 2016. John Bernthal. Look at the difference. Dolph looked like a Terminator reject. Jane looked like a sad dad. Bernthal looks like a feral animal that crawled out of a dumpster. Forget the weapons for a second. Look at his face. He isn't playing a superhero. He's playing a PTSD episode that learned how to shoot. The 80s fans are going to hate me for this. But Bernthal is the only Punisher that actually looks like he smells bad. That's the character. Frank Castle shouldn't have clear skin and a fresh haircut. And this is where the evolution argument falls flat for Netflix haters. You say, oh, he cries too much. If you think the 1989 movie is watchable, you are lying to yourself. And if you hate Bernthal because he yells too much, you miss the entire point of the character. So, who is your Punisher? Comment Bernthal if you have taste. Comment Dolph if you're over 50 and yelling at a cloud.